a kid. I did with my mom.
No.
You was a neglected child raised in the hood. You were raised in the hood?
Yeah.
You was neglected.
No,
I wasn't in poverty. I wasn't in poverty.
So you didn't pre-market when you took the stand?
I went to trial. That was a trial.
No, you went to trial.
I went to trial.
You didn't go to trial.
I went to trial.
You worked against your homies in the trial.
I went to trial. He went to trial. I went to trial.
No, you didn't go to trial.
I went to trial in 92. He went to trial in 93.
No, you already took your deal.
I didn't take a deal, nigga. I went to trial, nigga. I went to juvenile trial and got 12 years.
I handed him the gun out the backseat of the car.
When 16-year-old Charleston White took the stand and testified against his friend, Antoine Doolittle, who sat just a few feet from him and listened intently.
He pulled off, and the hammer back on the gun.
And then what happened?
He fired.
Doolittle is accused of gunning down 34-year-old Michael Levy of Irving. Did you say anything to anyone as you got in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say?
I said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
But I always had my dreams of my Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
White will be testifying against 3 of his buddies in exchange for a maximum sentence of 12 years. A juvenile judge reduced the charge from capital murder to murder against Doolittle, so the teenager faces from 5 years to life in prison if he's found guilty.
So ain't this some ish right here, man? I saw the breaking news coming across the timeline the other day. The preview, Wack100 and Charleston White kicking back, chopping it up, smiling at each other. Everything's all gravy. It was like, wow, man. As I pointed out before, Wack done said that this man was getting diddied by his preacher, pastor, priest. I don't know, man. It's some old disgusting ish. Wack just be throwing the wildest shit out there, man. I don't even know if he had any receipts to back that up or anything, if he just pulled that one out of his arse. Ain't that some ish? This man will pull something up out of his arse to say something about a man getting paused and hit. It's crazy, man. But like Wack would say, that's nasty work. And here it is, man. These two just screaming over each other on the Danza project or whatever, man. Who tapped into the full episode? What did y'all think about it? Were you shocked to see them come together as well? Like, I truly was, man. And someone commented on another blog that I did in regards to this and was like, why are you so shocked? It's all a shit show or whatever. And it is at the end of the day, no question, man. And as I pointed out, man, motherfuckers will set all kinds of difference aside if they can come together and get a bag. And we know Charleston White gets his fee for his interviews, his appearances, his comedy bookings. Like, he's getting paid, man. Like him, dislike him, whatever. He's cashing checks. I don't know about Wack when it comes to the content ish, if people are paying him to pull up or not. But I don't know. Charleston White saying he went to trial. Wack already done went over it, and he wasn't even the first one to break the news that Charleston White did indeed testified on his codees and all that, man. Took the life of a mall cop or whatever. Like, they done killed Paul Blart or something like that, or a Good Samaritan getting in the mix. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But there's a lot of reports saying that Charleston White, every time the codees go up for parole, he tries to speak out against them getting out. If that is indeed true, what do y'all think about that? Do you guys think that's fucked up, that he was involved in this situation where a man's life was claimed and he's out here free, and he tries to, like I said, if that is the case, that he tries to shut it down for other individuals to get out, or what? But I don't know. What did y'all think of that clip there? And again, if you've seen the full episode, but they're arguing over, you were a neglected kid in the hood, I wasn't. So I guess Charleston right? He's saying he was raised right and things went wild wrong. And speaking of ish going wrong, man, the Lushinator, Lush Uno, Lush One, we done seen him get suspended. The whole Travis Ford situation and the Crips pulling up with the cake and all that. And, you know, Adam told everyone, man, Lush was just out here binged out again. And that's what I was like, it was wild to me, you know, the Lush One saga, right? How he first pulled up on No Jumper doing content with Disaster and whatnot, talking about the battle world. Then he became like a more permanent fixture at No Jumper. Then the whole "you lied to me" Lush thing happened. And back then I was like, yo, Lush is always talking about recovery, but it seems like he's letting his recovery go by the wayside. And that became much more clear when we seen this dude passing out, puking all over himself, and clearly inviting 20 Crips to No Jumper while binged out. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at the man and see he done dropped a lot of weight in this time period. But you see here, he's saying the internet is flunking with Lush One, man. Is he really back at No Jumper? Because I seen him telling Sharp, yo, I'll come to where you're at, beat the brakes off you, and then pull back up to No Jumper to talk about it. I was thinking the suspension was going to turn into a permanent vacation, like that it just wasn't going to work out for him. But I don't know, man. Maybe he'll try to take his own platform to the next level, because he's saying people are flunking with the Lushinator out here. He says, some of my favorite rappers gave me props these past couple weeks, all from different regions, eras, and styles, and all hugely successful. That felt pretty good for being an old ass man just trying to have fun doing what I love. I ain't even care for the validation, to be honest, but nah, I'm capping. It felt hella good. Shouts all to y'all. Much love and God bless. What do you guys think, man? Is Lush better off saying "fuck No Jumper" and just pushing his own content? And if he does, man, is people just trying to see him crash out? You know, because people love to tune into a downward spiral, right? It's a fact. And I don't know, this content is just crazy. But if Lush does break off and do his own thing, I hope he just don't get lost in the sauce, flucking with them substances. And then to close on out the news on this one, man, this is crazy. You see 50 Cent, man, who's been, you know, getting at Diddy for the longest time. He was one of the first ones speaking out against Diddy. And here he is clowning, saying free Diddy. And people, man, what he's highlighting here in this post, talking about, you know, he only made Cassie's mom take out a home equity loan to pay $20K for him to not put out X tapes. Free itty bitty Diddy, LOL. Wait, is that legal? Like, apparently the money went back. Diddy tried to disguise it as a, yo, she ain't recouped fully. There's, you know what I mean? And Cassie's mom done owned this crib for 57 years, raised Cassie and another kid in this crib. It was family crib. They paid for it with their own money, right? And like, it's crazy. This is what a lot of people is thinking could be the nail in Diddy's coffin. Like, we already heard a lot about Cassie's testimony, but the mom got on the stand and, yo, she wasn't flucking around. She was standing up to Diddy, right? But you see, around the same time her daughter reached out about the X tape threat, Combs reached out to Regina Ventura asking for $20K to recoup money. Ain't that crazy? He hit up Ma Dukes in a revenge porn scheme that he had spent on Cassie. Regina Ventura testified Combs was angry her daughter was now in a relationship with Kid Cudi. We already heard, man, he tried to drop a piano on Kid Cudi like a Looney Tunes cartoon or some ish like that, man. The only way Regina Ventura and her husband could get the money was to take a home equity loan. And, you know, they did it, sent it, but 5 days later got the money back. And she said she never got any clarification of why. I think Diddy just, who knows, maybe he was on his Lush One type ish. We done seen him geeked out and tweaked out on fucking what was that, Drink Champs and all that. Like, Diddy must have been getting high, you know, all in his feelings, crying, oh, Kid Cudi, you know what I mean? The guy that be in all these movies kissing men and everything, he's piping down my girl, you know, and Diddy ain't want to let her go. And shout out to Ma Dukes for standing up. But because you see, she also went on to talk about how Diddy stole her daughter's phone. She came down and was like, give me my daughter's ish back, and was ready to pop off on him. And security guard got in the mix. Like, can you believe that? Security guard got in between Diddy and Cassie's mom. Like, Diddy's looking crazy out here. Revenge porn threats, fighting with individuals' moms, trying to shake down moms. That's what I mean. He knew he had to give that money back. And he tried to keep her from seeing the family, which is also like textbook control freak. And I just got to say pause anytime saying freak and talking about Diddy in the same blog. You got to throw a pause in there. But he's looking all bad, man. Do you guys think he's going to be convicted or not? Did you see all this ish about the testimony from Mom Dukes? Like, that's just crazy, man. You know Diddy's running around having these freak offs, geeked out, tweaked out, fucking Barack Obama e-pills and everything else. And he presses up on any girl around at some point. Like, just ask L.B. Shore, right? Like, Diddy, if a beautiful female comes around, like, he's got to press up on her. And a lot of cats are like that. But I'm saying, when you do ish like this, you know what I mean? You just pop up at her birthday party, your 21st birthday, in a woman's bathroom, kissing her, and she ain't even know it's coming. And then, you know, you got her taking Molly and X a couple months later. And then when things ain't work out and she steps off with Kid Cudi, you're shaking down the mom. You're stealing the cell phone. The mom's going out there threatening to punch him in the face. Like, Diddy's just looking so crazy on top of how foul he's looked already. But I don't know. I want to know what y'all think about it all. And Regina Ventura, man, shout out to her for sticking up for her daughter. She wasn't going for this sucker-ish that Diddy was on. And just to see a mother up on the stand like that, testifying to these things, that really, like, you know what I'm saying? Just the image of that. Like, a mother, like, man, this man mistreated my daughter. This man shook me down. That's why he gave that money back. And then Cassie, too, think about the things she's testifying to. And then it was already put out there from a media outlet as, you know, this trial is very strict. No cameras, none of that in the courtroom. All that's coming out is these illustrations and everything like that. But the media member that was in there was saying, yo, the jury, like, the whole vibe switched up when Cassie got up there. They were uncomfortable. They were looking at the ground. They were shedding tears. They were just feeling so bad for her. And then she's 8 months pregnant. Think about that, man. Like, Diddy is just looking like more of a monster and more of just a foul sack of ish. Plain and simple, man. I don't think it's looking good for him. But let me know what you think about the trial as well as these other topics as well. And I'm up out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Let's talk. It's Coffee. And I'm gone, y'all. Peace.